You had to experience rock bottom in your life so that you could build on a foundation that is unshakable. And so you went to the bottom of experiencing the illusion of lack and experiencing the illusion of separateness and of fear and worry and guilt and shame so that you could become unshakable. And the wealth that you are about to experience in your life is unshakable. You've maybe experienced this in the past where like you've received a certain amount of money and then it all disappeared, or like bills showed up and then it's just gone. And you know, you're like, then it adds layers of the illusion of like, I'm not good with money, or like I'm not worthy of money and I can't hold on to money and all this stuff. And then those subconscious beliefs have been kind of like holding you in that timeline. But we're experiencing this paradigm shift right now, this timeline split, this new earth, and there is more truth on earth than ever before. So many people, just by the pure act of waking up, of having a pattern disruptor, such as what is going on in the world, all these pattern disruptors, the amount of truth that comes through in awareness, in that process of waking up, of being disrupted, is so powerful. And so those patterns of worry and lack and limitation and all this stuff that maybe you've experienced, even though you've been doing all the right things, you've been meditating, you've been watching the videos, you've been doing the work, you've been doing the courses, you've been reading the books and blah, 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 and journaling, all these things. And you're like, okay, there's like a little voice where you're like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That illusion, that separateness right there, the light is being shown on that. Because that is one of the greatest illusions, right? So money in this human realm is so interesting because the association with it is survival, right? It's like we need the money to survive in this human realm. And so many of you that watch these videos, you want the money, you desire the money for those reasons, for experiencing the life that you get when you get the money. But you're also probably not very willing to get the money in a way that is not in alignment with God, that is not in alignment with the divine plan for you. And so you've been going this way that maybe feels like the hard way, but it's not that. It's that you have been experiencing finding the light in the darkness so that you could become unshakable. And what I see right now in this new paradigm in those who have found this video is that you're about to receive something that is so earth-shattering. And I think that the best way that you can prepare for that is to sit with the visualization of what it feels like to receive that amount of money and to receive the influx, like that giant wire transfer, that when you to see that number in your bank account, like sitting in that visualization and normalizing it. Because if it feels like, oh my god, or like, oh my gosh, yeah, like if it feels like that, then we're not a vibrational match for it. Then you're telling your nervous system that it doesn't fit in your life. But it is available to you, you know. Source, God, the one infinite creator, is infinite abundance. It's beyond infinity, right? God is beyond infinity. This abundance, this infinite abundance is beyond infinity. It's not about being infinite. It's about time and space not being real. There are no limitations. There are no boundaries. There is no end. There is no beginning to the abundance that you are. And so in the truth of who you are, the truth of this existence, that is available to you. And the truth is louder than ever right now. And you were meant to go through these times of experiencing rock bottom, experiencing the lack, so that you could remember that in the darkness. Remember it without the physical evidence. And go on this journey of what I'm saying, of practicing that visualization of being in that receiving mode, where it is received. I think it's Neville Goddard or Napoleon. I don't know. So confusing with the two N's. I don't know why. But both of them just started both coming into my field a little bit recently. Napoleon I had read a while ago. I think it's and grow rich, think big and grow rich. And so it's all the same kind of thing. A lot of everything is the same. It's just different words of explaining the same things, same messages, just different examples of explaining pretty much the same freaking thing. We're all just trying to remember the truth of who we are, and we're just trying to experience peace, and we're just trying to experience safety, and we just want to be loved. And so what one of them was saying is, you know, this process of manifestation, of manifesting money, is to have the vision of it and to, you know, experience the feelings that you feel when you have it. But the other part of it is, like what I was saying, is with nervous system regulation. You don't want to receive it and then lose it, or you don't want it to, it's probably, it actually is, like, especially when you think about like the work of Abraham Hicks, or just the messages of Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks talks about how you have this vortex around you, and everything that you want is in it. Everything that you've ever desired. Every time you've experienced something that you don't want, you create what you do want. And so all this, what you want, is in the vortex right now. It's like, it's right here. It's like, knock, knock, knock. Can I come in? Can I come in? And you are the point of attraction. You are the gate. And you either open that gate or close that gate. And if you are feeling like you are not worthy of that thing, or if that thing comes in and it's going to be like, oh my gosh, ah, that's telling your nervous system that, like, you're in something really new. Your subconscious, that, like, you're in a new territory by having that reaction. And what does the subconscious want? The subconscious wants to stay familiar. It does not want to go into the unknown. It does not want to venture out. It doesn't want you successful. It doesn't want you happy. It doesn't want you rich. It just wants you in the familiar, because that's safer from what it can perceive. Your limbic system has the maturity of a 3-year-old, but it's making all the calls of how you experience reality. Your field is what shifts matter. Your field is what allows the stuff to come through the vortex. The field shifting matter that comes from Joe Dispenza. Yeah, Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza was also one of those things I could not say from my, I put it in my sleep program, my sleep hypnosis, and for some reason I said Joe Dispenza in there. For the past few days, abundance and Joe Dispenza and a few other words like confidence, I couldn't say these words, which is just so crazy. And now it's wild that I can say it. So if you don't know, I've been doing this sleep hypnosis that I created for myself. And when I was learning about it, when you start to say, or when you start to listen to it like a day or two in, sometimes 3 days, you then can start having experiences where you can't even hear the audio. Like, you don't, it sounds like gibberish. And I kind of got that with mine. It sounded like a little bit reverby, like when you like add a little reverb to it, it's like, oh, like that kind of thing. I don't know how to explain reverb, but for me, it was on camera when I first realized it, but I wasn't able to say the word abundance. Still a little weird, but because my subconscious, what's happening in that is the subconscious is rejecting the new program because it's unfamiliar. And so it will literally like block it out the best that it can. And so all this wants to come into your reality, right? It's like trying to find a way into your reality, and your subconscious is like, and source is like, I want you to experience the abundance. I want you to experience my love. I want you to experience this freedom that you are, that is your essence. And your human form is the gateway. And so right now, really, it's like it's sitting in that manifestation, or in that visualization of having what it is that you're calling in, that amount of money that you're calling in, and then normalizing it. It's like, of course, now I can talk about this. I was talking to someone for a while, and we were going to be on a TV show. I don't know if maybe I've mentioned this on here. I don't know. We were going to be on a TV show. And it just happened also randomly, like we hadn't met yet, and so my best friend knew a TV producer, and the TV producer reached out, and they were like, oh my gosh, like you guys are so cool, like we really want you, because like I was living in Italy on the farm, and he was working on a boat, and like our lives were interesting, and she, you know, she really wanted us on the show. And it was about like 2 people that had never met and that come together, and then they meet on the show. And we didn't do it. It wasn't in alignment anymore. But when we talked about it on the phone and we were trying to decide if we wanted to do it, he was like, of course they want us. And in that moment, he's like, we're interesting. Like, in that moment, I was like, oh yeah, like, of course. Like, it became normalized. And I don't even know if he realized how powerful it was, like, what he said. But that's exactly like what I'm saying right now. Like, of course, this money is going to come into your life. Like, it is your essence. It's not a big deal. Like, I love that little saying that people are saying, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, receiving 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, it's not that deep. You know why? Because other people do it. Your mind can have evidence that other people can do it. And so what is your mind, like on a very surface level, we can do this exercise of like, what is your mind telling you? When you think of what you desire, the amount of money that you desire, does someone else in the world have it? Yes. Okay. What is the limiting belief that comes up when you think about you having that versus that person having that? Oh, well, they're evil, or they do bad things, or, you know, they're smarter, or they had more opportunities, or like whatever it is. Looking at that and being like, that's ridiculous. You can find a counter to each little thing that comes up. And like, if it's, you know, this person does evil with this money, then you could think of someone who does good with their money, who has a good influence in the world because of their money. And if you can't think of someone, do some research. I'm sure you could find someone in 2 seconds on ChatGPT. Who does good with their money. And so it's so possible. And beyond that, you know that you would do good with that money. You know that you will. You know that you are. Something that I was just sitting with the sun finally came out today. We've had a little bit of a storm the past few days, and I was sitting in the sun and I was just receiving downloads, and I was just being shown like my future timeline where, you know, I'm with all the things that I'm programming in, and then I'm calling in, and then I'm co-creating, and I'm surrendering to, and I'm allowing it to be better than I could have ever imagined. But all these things that I'm calling in this future timeline, what I was being shown was that it was like, of course, I'll be worthy of those things then, but also I am so worthy of it now when, like, not no one knows my name. Like, I know I have a platform here and whatnot, but like the impact that I want to have and the good that I want to do in the world, like, that's important there. But my worthiness is not different. My worthiness of love and abundance and of my essence, of my truth, is no different now than it is in that future timeline. And so when we start to normalize our truth, then we start to open the gates to the vortex, open the gates to everything that we've ever desired, and everything starts to be able to pour in. And that's that co-creation. And that's that surrender. And so God, source, really, not that, I don't know of God. I don't know anything. I really don't know anything. But God, in a way, wants you to have this. Because, and I don't think that God has desires, but I don't know the better words for this. Like, it is your truth. If you are an expression of God, expression of source, an expression of the, did I say that in my subconscious reprogramming, of the light, then, you know, it is inevitable that at some point the truth starts to come more and more and more through you, and your light and your spark is getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And you just had to go so far down to build that unshakable foundation so that you can rise and have this beautiful empire. But you were always worthy of it because you were worthy of it down there at rock bottom. And then everything that you build up at the top is because of your truth and your faith that you had when you were building down there. That's a cool message. That was a really cool message. And it's such an exciting time to be here on Earth. I know. There are tragic, horrible things. And I keep sitting with them. And I'm like, what do I feel about this? Like, how do I see this? And I've had some dreams about it recently. I've had some wild dreams because of this programming stuff that I'm doing. If you want to sign up for it, I will today have the sign up link. So there's a link in the description if you want to sign up for it. It's not ready yet, but you can sign up now and be one of the first to sign up. And we will start very, very soon. I just wanted to like be able to say abundance again, and I wanted to see the work start to flow through me and like start to really have the evidence of like knowing that it's complete. And so there's still a few things that I know I need to experience and put in there for it to be ready, but I'm so excited for this to launch soon. It's the most profound thing I've ever done of subconscious work. And I've just been very intuitively led to it, which has been very special as well. And I already feel like a new person. Like since the day I started, like I've literally like kind of shapeshift. Like I look different. Of course, my hair is different. I woke up the first day after doing it and I was like, time to dye my hair red, which I've never had red hair before. And I feel different. I feel so clear. Like when I was walking through the fields here in Ireland this morning with my dogs, I was like, I feel so much different than like what I'm experiencing. Not that what I'm experiencing is bad, but like I'm in the process of trying to decide what to do with my van, trying to decide where to go, like what to do, like I'm in this moment of unknown. Like I always talk about walking through the dark forest, and I'm walking through a dark forest right now where I'm like, I don't know. I truly don't know. I don't know if I'm meant to go back to the farm and in Italy. I'm on a farm here in Ireland, but go back to the farm in Italy and live in my glamping tent in the winter, which is going to be so cold. But I'm like, but then I get to be with, you know, community, and I get to be with my horses and with Zima, the dog that I was living with on the farm, many of you guys know. And Aslan's so funny. I wish I could show you, but the camera is all wrapped up. He's walking. Come here. Come show them. He likes to do this. Come here. Come. Aslan, come. Come. Can you see? Yeah, he walks with the bowl in his mouth and he's like, I'm hungry, which is always. And so, yeah, I'm like, part of me is like, everything's fixable. I'm like, I could fix the van. Hold on, let me take this because he's going to be loud. Part of me is like, this is fixable. I know I've already like retired it, but again, like, I don't know. Part of me is like, it's a very simple fix, and I think that I know. I'm just waiting for the mechanic to actually show up, which is so interesting that he doesn't really show up when he says he's going to. But I want to try this theory that I have of fixing it. I went and saw a car yesterday, but it was just like a really weird situation, and like we went to go see the car. The guy like wasn't there, and then he was there, but he seemed like he was on drugs maybe, and then the car wasn't there and we had to drive to this like faraway place, which he said it was only 10 minutes, but it was not only 10 minutes. And it was just weird. The car was fine, but I mean, from what I could see, but I was like, this doesn't feel right to get this. And so I'm just kind of like in the surrender. So when I was walking through the fields and like feeling like super clear and abundant and free and happy, I was just like, it's so interesting how I can feel this even when I'm in this dark forest. Hey, come here, one of you come here, not yet. So I'll leave you guys with that. I'm excited to see the unfolding. I'm really excited for the blessings that are coming into your life, into my life. And if you want to go into that subconscious reprogramming sleep program that I have and sign up for that now, that is linked in my bio. And then if you want to go deeper in my 21-day programs, I have many 21-day programs. I also have a 12-week program all about deconditioning your mind and moving past your limitations. And we say hi, which what's funny is that my hair's a little more red than his, but I always go back and forth with my dog's hair colors. Like I used to have brown hair with highlights, and people would stop me on the road and be like, you have the same hair color as your dog. That's how I know you're related. And then with Aslan, come here. You can kind of see. Aslan, come. Let me see. Come here. Okay, I got Aslan. I had like very dark roots and super blonde hair right before this. So I kind of looked like Aslan. I haven't really looked like you before. Got Duchess here. She's doing so much better. Oh, Duchess! You look better too. Yes, you look great. She's so cute. I'm surprised you're not scratching my face off for doing this. So, there's the animal family. I'm going to leave you guys with that, and I will see you in the next video.